And a pleasant good Tuesday evening to you all, and welcome back to the Bilskie channel, and welcome back to more of Phillies baseball, as we're getting set to bring you the first of three between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres. You see there's a bit of a change. You may have seen that breaking announcement, if you will, just a few minutes ago. Vince Velasquez is going to be out tonight. Apparently he has a strained index finger. Apparently he suffered that during pregame warm-up, so he's going to sit tonight. And Francisco Liriano, the left-hander, is going to be taking his place tonight. As you take a look at the starting lineup upcoming, getting started a little bit earlier tonight. Roman Quinn will lead off playing center field. Mean Gene Segura, the third baseman, batting second. Bryce Harper, who hit his 33rd home run last night. I don't know, he hit a home run last night. Anyway, he's still in there at that third spot in right field. The big fella, Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman, batting cleanup as always. JT Realmuto, the catcher, also homered last night. He's in that fifth spot. Josh Harrison at shortstop tonight, given Didi Gregorius a rest. He'll be batting sixth. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Scott Kingery. And in for Kutch tonight, Jay Bruce gets the start in left field. He'll be batting eighth. And batting ninth and pitching, Francisco Liriano, who will be getting the start tonight and looking to get a win, as your 69 and 15 Phillies look like this, the starting nine. Quinn, Segura, and Harper, Hoskins, Realmuto, Harrison, Kingery, Bruce, and Francisco Liriano. As you see, Francisco looking for his second win as we take you to Citizens Bank Park for Game 1 with the Phillies and the Padres. Enjoy the game, everybody.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phils have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, give you the book on Francisco Liriano. Good 3-pitch mix. Fastball 94 to 95 miles an hour. Good straight changeup, and a slider he'll use to both lefties and righties. This is a lefty that could be a top of the rotation guy.
Here's Will Myers. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 7 homers, 27 driven in. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. Lifetime against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 2-1 to Juan Ligares.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Myers gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runners going. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one. Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping up to the plate, Tommy Pham. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch. Nope. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Entering play, he's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are surprised by that. Listen, it's still early. I'm not saying he won't keep this up, but things tend to even out as the season goes along.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 15 long balls and 49 runs batted in. A ball and a strike now to Machado. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Hit hard on the ground to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly. On to first, and the Padre threat goes by the boards as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Zach Davies, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Digging in, Roman Quinn. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Pham is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Jay Hay, Josh Harrison do his thing. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding in, Bryce Harper. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here's the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Phillies turned away their first time around. On to inning number 2 from Citizens Bank Park. No score. Next to the plate for the Padres, Josh Naylor. He'll do battle with Francisco Liriano to get the inning underway. First pitch on its way. And he takes ball one. That evens it up, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Grounded to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in at 262 on the year. A dozen home runs and 31 RBIs. A ball and a strike. Cue shot here out towards short. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Hedges, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 2nd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
1-1, here it is. And it's 1-2. And it's fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. And another foul ball. The 1-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into the box, Zach Davies. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Padres leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. And the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Davies, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
1-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Coming to the plate now, Josh Harrison, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set and the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. hard ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
And in steps Scott Kingery. This pitch is popped up. Naylor moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting it. No left field.
So 2 on with 2 away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bruce in the air to right, but that'll hook foul and back up into the seats. The 0-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Hedges. But the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Phillies lead. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-0 home. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Here's Juan Lagares.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Quinn
Calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. So far this year against Southpaws, Pham is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now a look to first by Liriano, and he's back standing. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. In there, 1-2 now. Popped him up. Hoskins has room in foul territory. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for San Diego. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Francisco Liriano.
Francisco Liriano.
First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number one. And with June about to draw to a close and the 4th of July holiday just ahead, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule of games. Stepping into the box, Roman Quinn. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
Third baseman number 2. Segura.
Gene Segura standing in as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with one out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in now the always dangerous third baseman Manny Machado.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Machado is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Now at the plate, Josh Naylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Here he comes again. 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Brian Dozier at the plate. Quinn is there, and he'll bring this one in. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see a bit of a difference there. 96 for one compared to just 89 for the other. A ball and no strikes. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Hedges is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Next offering from Liriano will make an even 70 pitches thus far. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Davies. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to.
And this will kick off the third base bag. And they're going to get an out on the play, and that'll be a bizarre ending to the inning, to say the least. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Padres lead it 1-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. High and deep to right. Myers going back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 22 on the year, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Josh Harrison stands in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball two.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Second baseman, Josh Kingery.
Stepping into the box, Scott Kingery, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line drive to center field. Lagares is there, 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 9, Jay Bruce.
Stepping in, Jay Bruce comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Here it comes, 1-0. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this 2-run home run. We're through 4. Now 2-1 Philadelphia. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Still 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. And there's ball 2 now.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Segura waits on it. 2 gone.
The bat, the coach, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Lays off 1-0.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 1-1. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in, Francisco Liriano. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0 home.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
Now the pitch. In there, 2-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 24, Roman Quinn.
At the plate, Roman Quinn, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are two away.
Third baseman number 2, Segura.
Striding in once again, Gene Segura. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. Lagares is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They lead it 2-1. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Nick Pivetta takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. A 1-1. To 2-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So digging in now, Josh Naylor. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next to the Padres, the second baseman, Bilskie.
Now at the plate, Brian Dozier. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That misses. 2-0. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. 2 balls and a strike to Dozier.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Kingery is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They still trail it here 2-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Bryce Harper.
Harper.
Right side, but it's well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count. 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, JT. Real Muto.
JT Realmuto will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
The 1-1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Now the 2-1. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in, Austin Hedges. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, well, maybe that's going to wake him up a little bit. Maybe he needed some extra motivation to square one up and get out of the slump he's been in.
First pitch on its way.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Eric Hosmer will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with one away in the inning.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. There's Harrison for one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up a former Gold Glover. Here's Juan Lagares. Ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
A ball and a strike now. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Padres leave 1. They're down 2-1. Craig Stammen gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Stammen typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-0. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. He stays alive, still 2-2. Popped him up. Dozier has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 9, Jay.
Here's Jay Bruce now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Pham. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Pham with an even 1-1 count now.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Drilled on the ground to short. Harrison's got it. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here. Into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
And in steps Manny Machado, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Kingery's there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. Neil Walker is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Liner toward right center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, one away.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Roman Quinn. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. In now, Gene Segura. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Grounded weakly toward third. Right to him. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 9th inning coming up. Phillies on top 2-1. Hector Neris comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and here comes the first baseman, Josh Naylor. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Into the box now, Brian Dozier. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First offering on its way. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Low with the splitter. Ball 1. The win would belong to Francisco Liriano should the lead hold up. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. This is foul right side. And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And that's what he gets paid to do, shutting them down for another save. That's an even 100 for his career. So congrats are in order. I'm sure he's going to tuck that ball away and put it in his trophy room.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Phillies pick up win number 70 to top the division. Francisco Liriano takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Zach Davies pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Hector Neris retires the side to hammer down the save, his 33rd of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Well, it was another competitive game and a very close one. Pitcher's duel for the most part. Is Francisco Liriano with a spot start tonight. You heard me mention at the top of the broadcast that Vince Velasquez decided to sit him down. Apparently he had some kind of a throwing finger issue as he was getting ready for warm-ups tonight, and Francisco Liriano, the veteran, stepped right on in there and did an admirable job, striking out 8, letting up a run, letting up 1 walk, and 5 hits in 5 innings pitched, credited with his second win of the year in his second appearance as a starter. Hector Neris, what can you say? I mean, the man just comes in and is perfect so far. He's 33 for 33 as he nails down, yes, his 33rd save tonight, as JT Realmuto for the second night in a row gets the player of the game. 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Not a lot on the highlight reel tonight. This one's going to be relatively quick here. The Padres got it started first as Davies, the pitcher, not Fernando Tatis, not Manny Machado, but the pitcher, Davies, gets the RBI there. But here's where this is all the runs the Phillies would need on one swing of the bat as JT Realmuto, the captain, homers to deep left center field. Out of here. Almost up in Ashburn Alley there. That made it 2-1. And my friends, that's pretty much all it would take as the Phillies held the Padres to only 1 run. Francisco Liriano, for somebody who doesn't start all that often, definitely was on his game tonight as Tatis Jr., who is a very feared hitter, was 0 for 3 on the night. And there is Naylor going down on strikes in the top of the ninth. Hector Neris was just on his game. Dozier goes down. That was good afternoon. The previous was good morning. And I believe good night is just about to, if the guys in the truck would bring it up here. Here we go. He knows it. He knows what's coming. Swing and a miss. Hedges goes down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Hector Neris does it yet again. His league-leading 33rd save in and again, a very competitive game. Zach Davies, for taking the loss, did very admirable tonight, striking out, only struck out 4, but went 6 innings, letting up only a home run, but it was a 2-run home run off the bat of JT Realmuto, who again went 2 for 3. Mean Gene goes 1 for 4. Reese 1 for 3. Couldn't get anything out of Bryce Harper tonight. He swung and missed, struck out a few times tonight. Roman Quinn 1 for 4 on the night. So again, not a lot of highlights in this one, but yes, there's your winner, Francisco Liriano. He's now 2-0 on the season, and Hector Neris, his 33rd save. So he has as many saves as Bryce Harper has home runs. So apparently they're going to be going neck and neck, which should be, as you see there, it's a strained finger, as I mentioned earlier. He didn't get it during today's game, but it was done apparently during warm-ups, as it were, and we're just going to keep him active. We're not going to put him on the disabled list, or I should say the injured list, excuse me. But the Phillies win their 6th straight, getting win number 70. 70 wins this season. Unheard of. But that's the way it's going. And we'll take any win that we can get as the Phils take this one behind Francisco Liriano. An admirable job by the bullpen, too. I brought in Nick Pivetta in the 6th. He went right through the 8th inning, mowing him down. His stuff was looking great, too. Don't be surprised if you see Nick in a spot start perhaps soon, maybe giving one of the starters a break. But we shall see. But it was the bullpen who, I guess you could say that the efforts of Nick Pivetta was a 3-inning hold, or 2-inning hold, I should say. And then, of course, the man himself, Hector Neris, comes in and gets the save. You take a look at the All-Star voting there. No question about it. Just about all Phillies. And why not? When you got a team that's 70-15, you're bound to see a lot of the stars on there. You see Jake Arrieta, who was running away with the starting pitcher for the National League. So there you see that there. And there you see JT Realmuto, the top player, spotlight player of the game. JT, for the second night in a row, player of the game. So it is, good point. I just read something here on the chat by my good friend Jay that they might pass the 98 Yankees win total. That could be. But then again, we're in the first half of the season. We still got a second half of baseball yet to play. So we've got to take every game. Conceivably, it could happen. But as long as the Phils are winning, hey, that's a good thing. But they close out the month of June with a win. I can't believe that's actually a real thing. As you can see here, the month of June is now on the baseball calendar behind us, as the Phils win their 6th straight, their 70th win overall this season. And July starts tomorrow, and that will bring on Game 2 of this 3-game series, and it's right before they hit the road. I can't believe they'll be in Seattle on the 4th of July weekend. That's crazy. I recall a time where the Phillies would have, it would almost be mandatory for the Phillies to be home. You figure, wouldn't the Philadelphia sports team, like a baseball team, be at home on our nation's birthday? I mean, that would just make sense to me, but I'm not booking this stuff. So, in any event, tomorrow, Aaron Nola looking for win number 14, and he'll be opposed by Chris Paddock. Chris Paddock, 8-4 on the season, a 2.79 ERA. Aaron Nola, the ERA has crept up a little bit, especially after his last outing. I should say the outing before suffering a loss. The ERA did creep up, but he is looking for win number 14 and maybe bringing that ERA down considerably, hopefully under the 2 mark. And then Thursday, closing it out with a business person special. Obviously, that will be played in the evening, but it will be a day game as Zach Wheeler, the hard-throwing fireballer, will be heading to the hill. Will be opposed by Dinelson. I can't even. Dinelson Lamet? Sure. So he's 2-10, 4.36 ERA. Zach Wheeler, 3.02 ERA. But that is it. As we go back here, there's your winner. And the winner and the player of the game, JT Realmuto, 2 for 3 with a home run, knocking in 2. So that's it for now. June is behind us. July looms tomorrow, and it starts tomorrow. And the Phils, 6 in a row, winning their 70th. So congrats to the Phils, and congrats to Hector Neris getting his 33rd league-leading save. That's it, everybody. I'm about to go get some dinner ready. Got to go do some grilling. So we'll see you back here on the Bilskie channel for more Phillies baseball. Have a good rest of your Tuesday night, everybody.